This is the Nokia 6300 4G, and today I'll be ditching my Galaxy Note 20 Ultra to try out this brand new Nokia. This phone runs KaiOS, which allows it to run YouTube as well as WhatsApp and a few other apps that you will use on your typical smartphone. My average screen time on my Galaxy Note 20 Ultra is about 7 hours a day. Give an estimate of my screen time today and drop it down in the comments below. So in the box you also get your accessories, which includes a charging brick and also some earphones. These earphones feel incredibly cheap and I won't be using them. You also get a charging brick as well as the cable already attached to the charger. And apart from that, you do get some literature, but I bet no one's gonna read that and I don't even understand the language. That's about the unboxing experience, and these are all the apps that you can somewhat run on this phone. Firstly, the physical keyboard is gonna be a pain in the ass to use, and the boot up time took forever. But I'm not here to complain. Let's see what we can do with this phone. While it is taking forever to boot up, I gotta give it to Nokia for the build quality as expected. While this is an all plastic construction, at least from what I can feel, it feels very sturdy in the hand and it is very compact. It feels nice to grip as well. And I gotta say that the buttons are alright. They weren't really satisfying to click, but they weren't bad. First impression of the software is that Nokia does bundle in quite a number of apps that you might need to use on a daily basis, like WhatsApp, Facebook, email, as well as some of the 2D titles. They also bundled in the KaiOS store, which is like the alternative of the Apple App Store as well as Google Play, but with an even more limited variety of apps. WhatsApp works perfectly fine on this device. It's just the user interface here is not something that I can get used to easily, and I think I'll be messaging people a lot less today. Now I'm trying to connect my JBL to this phone, and I had a successful pairing, but unfortunately the sound does not work, so I shouldn't even try to pair my Galaxy Buds. Same goes with YouTube. It does work, but that's about it, as searching for a video will take forever, and watching on this 2.4-inch low-res display isn't really a fun, enjoyable experience, especially when the JBL doesn't connect. I started off my day attending a talk and I tried watching YouTube while I was on the car, but that didn't work out too well. Instead of searching for what I want to watch, I just used the suggestions and just watched about 4 or 5 videos, which took about half an hour in total. Throughout the day, I tried to use my phone as much as possible. Whatever I want to search up on the internet, I tried to use this phone as much as possible. Whatever that I didn't understand that my presenter was presenting about, I have been trying to search it up, and it is really a pain trying to adapt back to this keyboard. When I was free, I also went to play some of the games that were pre-installed on this phone. This phone only has 4 gigs of storage with I think half a gig of memory, which is your RAM, and somehow you can only play the game 3 times, which is really kind of strange since it's already installed on this phone. Please don't tell me you have to pay to play Crossy Road. And Crossy Road is actually quite fun, and it works well on this phone, especially when you just need to move up, left, right, and that's about it. Most of your searches can be assisted by the Google Assistant, although I don't find myself using that in public. After an hour, the night has fallen, and I thought to myself, wouldn't it be great to just snap a few photos with this phone? And bad mistake. I mean, just look at the footage. For example, on a daytime shot, you can zoom up to 4 times, and this is the result you are getting. And over here, there's quite a nice water feature which I captured quite nicely with my Galaxy S21 FE, S20 FE. But looking at the viewfinder of this phone, I can't imagine what zooming in to the max will look like right now. And this is also a good chance to test the phone's audio quality, which is the mics. What you are looking at right now is the footage shot on my Galaxy S20 FE, and this is the same footage with my Nokia. maybe the photos will look slightly better. By the way, this is also shot at night, so maybe the quality is even more compromised. But either way, I do not recommend using this phone to take any sort of photo or video. It's gonna look absolute horrible. So to sum up my experience, I didn't really have a good time using this phone. My screen time dropped 5 hours, down from 7 to 2. And using this phone, my most used apps were settings, because I was trying to flicker around the settings to reduce brightness and everything else. The KaiOS store, YouTube being the most, followed by the internet app as well as email. And lastly, I think Crossy Road also made it on the list. However, when I think about it, just allow many people with a tight budget to access the internet. And that is amazing itself. I wouldn't really recommend it, but if you're someone that really needs to access the internet and don't really have money to buy anything better, I can recommend it to you, but I just gotta say I'm glad to have my Galaxy Note 20 Ultra back. With that being said, thanks for watching and I'll catch you guys in the next one.